Now I'm going to show you how to create a slideshow using Adobe Spark. First you go to spark.adobe.com, forget this at the end here, just spark.adobe.com and create your free account. It does try to get you to pay for an account, but don't do that. There's a free version, so just read the instructions and make sure you pick the free version. And once you do, there's some tutorial movies there that give you the basics of how Spark works, but I'm kind of doing that for you here so you don't really need to sit there and watch all those movies. So once you get there, you should get this. If you don't get it, you can say create a project, but you should get this here that says tell your story, and you can come over here to slideshow. And once you click on slideshow, that'll pop up, and then you click on it. Now you've got to already have shot your picture, so that's in the written instructions. And you're going to give it the name, and we're going to call it photo slideshow. This is in the instructions online. And then we just hit next. And it has all these templates here, but don't use those. We're just going to start from scratch here. So hit start from scratch. And now it takes a minute to build the project because everything's done online. There's no software here that you've downloaded to your computer. Again, here's some more tips and tricks. You can watch this if it's helpful, but I'm just going to say no because I'm going to show you what to do. And so now you already have to have your pictures. Go ahead and pick out your 12 pictures beforehand. If you want to, you can go to YouTube Audio Library and pick out music, or you can just use the music that they have here. But you got to have your 12 photos, and I think it would be nice if you just rename them and number them 1 through 12 so you know which one's going first, second, third, fourth. Because remember, you got to add text to them too. So that's what we're going to do. So the first thing we do is come down here and we're going to hit plus. We're going to add a slide. So we hit plus. And then we're going to tell it we're going to photo, and then it's got to catch up to us here a little bit. And then we click on photo, and I'm going to go to where I put the photos. So let's see, I went here to, let's see, where did I call it? Slideshow practice. And then in here, and I'm going to do photos for slideshow. Now it's not recognizing here, but it just takes a second to read it, so I'm going to pause the video while that happens. Okay, so here's the photos. Now notice I've numbered them 1 through 12. So I got 2 9s here, so I'm going to change that. Let me just change that real quick. Say, well, rename. I'm just going to make this 10. I made one little boo-boo there, but I'm fixing it. Okay, so we're going to load photo number 1. And hit open, and you'll see it comes into the project. And right down here you can tell it how long to be, and you're going to make all of them 5. So when you click on this, it pumps up a little slider for you to use, and then you just slide this until that says 5 seconds. And then now this one went all the way over here, so I'm just going to drag it over here to make it the first slide. And then I'm going to tell it to add a slide. Now you're going to do this 12 times. I'm only going to do it 5 because otherwise if I do it 12 the video will be too long. So I hit plus, and I'm going to tell it photo again. I'm telling it to upload the photo, and I'm going to go to number 2. Notice I've also named them when I'm going to type the text later on. That's Gateway to the Future, that's Busy Campus, Getting Answers, etc. So I'm on number 2 here. I bring that in. Okay. When it shows, and I'm going to put that little slider to 5. That's 2. And then I'm going to add another photo, and I'm tell it photo again, and number 5 is Panther Sports. And I will not forget to make this be 5 seconds this time, so just click and wait for the little bar to come up, and then move this to 5 seconds. And then this one I forgot, so I'm going to click here until it calls it up. Click, and then go. See, it's 2 seconds. So click on it and also make it 5. Now you're going to do this 12 times. I'm just doing it 5 for sake of the movie to be shorter. And then I'm going to come back here and go to the first one, and we're going to add text. So I'm just going to click here on the add text button. I'm going to tell it to be text. And I've already, when I named the file, I said this is Gateway to the Future. Okay. And then I'm just going to click off of it and then back on it. And once I click back on it, I can move it. So So I click on the text, I can move it. Just go to the edge of it here. Drag and drop the text. Yes, I got it. So I'm going to move this down here. And these little lines show up to show you when it's centered, when it's at the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of center it at the bottom here. Okay. And then go to the next one. Double click. And then I'm going to hit the plus and I'm going to add text again. I'm going to call this one Busy Campus. Okay, and this one I'm going to click all away from it so it's, and then I can click on it again and move it up. Yes, to kind of work with it a little. Move it up. This just happens to be the best place for it here. And then double click here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to actually go for a theme. And the theme gives you the different choices of what type of transitions and stuff is happening. So I'm just going to default. You can also change the colors that are associated with it here. I'll let you experiment with that on your own. But let's say title. Okay, title. Okay, and then once we picked one, we can play it and see what title looks like. And it puts its own music. So just doing that little thing with there's not really any motion or anything, it's just the graphics that's doing the little effect. So I don't love that one. So let's go over here, get rid of that, and let's go to Elevate. And just pick a theme you like, and you can keep experimenting with them until you got one that you like, these different ones. And then you can pick the different music if you don't like the music, or you can upload your own. Please use music from YouTube audio library. Okay, and once you've done that, you can download it, and this will bring it to your computer as an MP4 file, and then you can upload it to YouTube and put it on your website.